Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Open man is Uzomah.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Malik Harrison on the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon. 26 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Flush to it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down, here's Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one. That was second down run for Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw again on second down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush. Don't slow them down.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Jackson running again. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Burrow will throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, throw left side, complete to Chase. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it's...
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sideline.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38. A good grab by the Clemson native there, Sammy Watkins, Charles.
And he doesn't have every measurable that you look for in a receiver, but you can't deny the production. I mean, this guy knows how to get the football. He knows how to make tough catches, no matter how tightly covered.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Again, Jackson. Open man, Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because The guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To the air again, Burrow. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offense?
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 27 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Burrow on 3rd down. And completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen as we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing, people...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pinned their ears.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. First down. Here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now Burrow on first down. Being chased out. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 20. 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
This is unbelievable. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with Murray again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
11. Let's go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Murray will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 63 yards. And the Ravens add on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we sat and played this loose and had this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Morgan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time to ground it out now with Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 61 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Murray. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Jackson, option right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.